Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. We're doing a new one from Subway. Take that for what you will. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. But what super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Heathen Sun shirt. Really like the design on this. Very kind of simple and just, classic metal style. What the hell is Heathen Sun, though? Heathen Sun are a new metal band out of the great state of, I believe, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of ran into these guys in their work like maybe a couple years ago, I want to say, something like that. And I was really fortunate, just about a month ago at the time I'm doing this in 2025, they went on tour with Ventana and Cyclone 9, and it was like the perfect opportunity for me to finally get in and see them. And they were awesome. Like, they genuinely they were fucking badass. The crowd was a little bit here or there on them at first, but I think, as time went by, they definitely managed to build up that rapport. And, I mean, for me personally, I just thought they were great right from the beginning. Like, I love new metal, and it's great to see these new metal bands coming out. So, I actually got some videos of their set that are on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're an incredible band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? New one from Subway, eh? Sure, why the hell not? Because, folks, I already unwrapped it. It's boom! But what is this? This is their new, it's been out, I think, for a couple months now, their new Baja Chipotle chicken sub sandwich, which consists of oven roasted turkey, pepper jack, lettuce, tomato, red onions, and then their sub crunch, which is like this crispity, crappity thing that I've never been a big fan of, and then their Baja Chipotle sauce. They also had a Baja chicken sandwich. I have reviewed that one. It is already on the channel. And what with this being a sub sandwich review, I do have to preface it with three things real quick. Number one, for over 3 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, Walmart, the break room at my office, wherever they're at, I've been trying them, I've been reviewing them, I've been posting them on my YouTube channel. But I'm such a nice guy. I don't just post on my YouTube channel. That's where number 2 comes into play. I actually have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs, and that's where I go over there and I post up all of my sub sandwich reviews. Time I'm doing this, folks, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews in that playlist. But maybe you're greedy, maybe you want even more sub sandwich review and goodness. That's where number 3 comes into play. Because, folks, all you have to do is wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. Sunday is the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. Hopefully you folks enjoy them. And sub sandwich goodness. Let's get a thing for the thing with this. I got it on the Italian herbs and cheese bread. I mean, it's not going to be that sexy, but we'll go ha 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 ha. And yeah, we'll just let's give it a go. That's not bad. Honestly, that's not bad at all. I actually got some decent flavor out of the turkey. In fact, I don't usually get turkey from Subway. No particular reason, it just doesn't happen all that often. And honestly, I think their turkey probably tastes a little bit better than their chicken. And it's not bad tasting turkey. And you got the sub crunch shit. I don't know, man. Let me know what you personally think. If you go to Subway, what's your opinion on the sub crunch stuff? I get that it adds like a textural element to it. I don't think it really adds much of a flavor. I mean, it's supposed to be savory tasting, but at best, it kind of just tastes like you went over there and sprinkled some Rice Krispies on top of a sub. Which, I mean, I could imagine would be fun for like a really fun type of sub, like a ridiculous bullshit sub. I don't know, for me, it's never been my thing. But, as for the rest of the sub, the veg tastes nice. Actually, nice and fresh tasting. Like, I'm getting this a little bit before lunch, so relatively, shortly after they opened up. So, hopefully getting the best possible quality. I'm not a big fan of onions, but like in this instance, it doesn't bother me. Partially because typically the onions don't have a lot of flavor from Subway, I find. No, honestly, the thing that impresses me the most is the amount of turkey I'm getting. Like, in a lot of Subway subs, and I've reviewed a lot of them, the protein is kind of at the back end of stuff, because they kind of cheap out on it. But maybe turkey's just cheap enough that they can go over there and kind of front load it a little bit. Because honestly, this has a nice turkey flavor. If this was my first experience with a Subway sub, I would have such a higher opinion of them. Now, what I will say is this. Well, the turkey, I think, is doing very well. The one thing I do find that's somewhat lacking is the, the Baja Chipotle sauce. It's there, but it's not doing as much as I would like. And I think that's just application. I think maybe, a little bit more would have gone over there and helped that particular situation. Because, like, you do get a little bit of a saucy kick from it, but yeah, I mean, it's there. It's got a little bit of a tanginess from the Baja aspect, a little bit of a tiny bit of a kick from the Chipotle. It's not bad for what it is. Like, it's not a terrible sauce. I think it could be improved, but I'm not mad at it. And honestly, I think it works pretty well with this sandwich, like, because you do have a good amount of flavor from that turkey. It kind of works. I can get behind this one. The bread's pretty nice. Yeah, okay. Pleasantly surprised. Put you over here. I've also found, too, and to be fair, this is true of pretty much any fast food place. A lot of it depends on the location you go to. The one that I usually go to, they tend to do a good job. Alright. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? You know what? Sure and sure. Like, honestly, I think for me, Subway, from when I first started doing these sub reviews, a while ago now, again, over 3 years ago, Subway were, if not the first, certainly some of the first, that I went over there and reviewed, and I didn't have a great time with them, and throughout the years that I've been doing these reviews, I've had hit or miss experiences. I've had some really bad ones, but again, part of that I think was location. Typically, I will say I do think that they've overall improved. I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that, their reputation has not been very good in recent years, and I think it was just last year in 2024 when they had like a big owners meeting and shit because, they were like raising the prices and, people were getting pissed off and all kinds of stuff. This for what it is, isn't a bad sub at all. It's not great or anything. It's not going to stand up against, like a proper Jersey Mike's or, maybe even a Jimmy John's. But it's getting better, Subway are definitely the McDonald's of sub sandwich places. But I have to give them credit in that I think they're putting way more effort into improving their menu than McDonald's ever does. So, for what it is, this is a decent turkey sub with a decent sauce. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it or anything. I have a lot of other places I would go before here. But if I stopped in at a Subway, I could get this and not be mad. And I think if I'm recommending it, it's kind of that. It's not going to be a huge recommendation because, again, I think there's pretty much, almost any other sub place is probably going to give you a better overall quality. Again, especially if you've got something like a Jersey Mike's around or, like a Penn Station Subs. Go through the playlist. You can see all the places I've tried. But if you're a Subway fan already, I think this is a good addition to the menu. And moving beyond that, I think that, again, this is something where if you're in the mood for Subway, sure, this one works pretty well, and I think it's a nice glimmer of hopefully where they can improve. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly Baja-tastic rest of your life, I guess. Woo! Baja. That's right. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal opinion on Subway? Do you think they're improving, or, am I giving them too much credit? Or have I just been giving them too much shit all these years? I don't think I've been giving them too much shit all these years personally, but, like I said, credit where it's due. But what about you and your locations? Have you seen an uptick in the quality, or is it basically just stayed the same? Anyway.